Hey, I want to showcase how I use a game instance combined with event dispatches to essentially kind of create some global, or I guess you call it like a global variable, which then can be referenced throughout the entire Unreal game with its multiple levels rather than just in that current level, and then when you go into another level it wipes everything. So I'll give a bit of a background to what's going on and I'll showcase visually afterwards. So in Unreal, you load up a new level, you like go through the door essentially or portal, whatever. It will wipe all your variables back to the default state for the entire uh, project, unless you use a game instance, which is like airport security. So the game instance is you getting all your variables or your valuables in metal, putting that into the airport security tray. You walk through that door, you're now in a new level. That tray comes through, and then you take from that tray, take stuff back. What you're putting in that tray, going through the level, taking it and taking it out the tray, those are those variables. And this allows you to create a constant state between game levels. So this game instance in particular, really simple. I just cast it to the main character and it's got run count and health. I'll showcase health as well afterwards. So run count 0. Health is set to um, whoops, the same value as what it is currently. So like a default value, just so it's matching. So everything's matching. I when you play Unreal, event begin plays the first thing. You cast the game instance. You set it as a variable. In this example, I'm setting it as a variable. I'm then using an event dispatcher to pull from that game instance these variables. So max health, current health first of all, into feed those variables into the current health. You see there isn't like a call update in the current health. That's because it is on the damage and the heal system, because you need to call it whenever the variables change to call to feed that back into the game instance. So the run count changes on level change. So that's why the run count call is on event begin play. The health changes on damage or health or heal. So that's why it's on the damage or heal element. So yeah, coming back, that's how health works. So then you get the run count. Run count 0 in the game instance and in this blueprint. So when you begin play, so you begin any level, the run count from the game instance variable is fed into the run count into this variable. So both 0 at the moment. So this one and this one, both 0. So that is 0. The main menu function, if it's greater than 0 false, create the main menu. Otherwise, just start the game. So then it runs that once, the main menu populates, run count in this blueprint, now incremented by 1, so 0 plus 1 is 1. So then set the variable to now in this blueprint, this one right here, not the game instance, to 1. Then call the game instance and feed that run count, which is now 1, into this game instance, which has now just become 1. So then you see, let's say we go through the door, we're going to a new level, pulls through that health that's in the game instance back into this blueprint. Then it goes to the run count. This run count is now 1 in the game instance because we fed it with that. In this blueprint it's now 1. So this run count is now 1, so it runs the main menu function. Okay, so run count equals 1, greater than 0, true. Just start the game. So then it starts the game, and then yeah, and then it becomes 2, and then it becomes 3. Each level you go through 10 levels, then this should technically be 10, because yeah, it starts at 0, and then 10 levels add 10. I could probably just use a do once, because essentially, as long as it's greater than 0, don't run main menu. Start game is just this. So this used to be event begin play, but then I tweaked it to allow like a main menu, like a save load sort of logic. So that's the game instance. If I play it now, you see, so it's first time it's run, becomes 1 1 1 1 1. That's just the on tick, so that's just going to say 1 every time. Play it, fine, still 1. Let's go into another level. 2, 3, 4, 5, over and over and over. The collision radius for when I enter is a bit overlapping sometimes, so that's why it went into like hallway. Useful for a moment there. So let's go to the hallway. You see the health on the top right, and the stamina, and blue is stress, the green is infection. Stamina, stress and infection will not persist, but health will, because you remember I've done the current health. So let's go get mauled a bit and then not die. Okay, cannot let infection get to full, and health. Carrying too much weight, so I can't run. I go back in here. Health persists, you see, but the infection, the stamina, and the stress does not persist. So if I go back into that room again, the enemies don't persist at the moment because I'm going to have to save their location. So everything goes into the game instance, you see. Get mauled again. Go to this one. You see the health persists. It's just as you see on the left, the run count persists. And that is how you use a game instance to essentially be airport security, keeping your variables safe in theory. Well, in this case, keeps your variables safe, feeds it back into your character when you go into a new level, then yeah, like an intermediary save, which then allows things to flow through. It could be health, could be enemy positions, could be inventory equipment, could be anything, literally anything stored in this game instance. You just create a new variable, and then whenever something changes, so as you saw with health, heal damage. If it's stamina, then I just stick it at whenever stamina changes. So I stick it there. Recover, I'd stick it there. Stress there. Stress again. So just after you set it, whenever you set something to change, that is when you need to use it. Call that event dispatcher to feed it into that game instance. And then, yeah, loads of stuff. Ammo. So whenever you use ammo, let's see, I haven't upgraded this in a bit. Whenever you decrement ammo when you're firing, which I think is on here, use ammo. So whenever you decrement the ammo, you'd stick it. Essentially, you'd stick it. I would stick it right here. So I'd do the call ammo for that particular weapon there. So every time you've got 15 bullets and you go and you fire 5, you've got 10. You go into a new room, you still got 10. That's how I would do it. And yeah, this is just a relatively quick overview of how to use like a game instance, event dispatchers to control the variables. Ideal if you've, like me, you've got the main menu working off of event begin play, because event begin play will run every time you run a level.